Have you ever wondered what the size of your circle of friends says about you as a Muslim? In Islam, friendship is not just about social connections but a reflection of your faith and values. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A person is likely to follow the faith of his friend. So look whom you befriend." This powerful hadith highlights the importance of choosing friends wisely, as they can greatly influence our beliefs and actions. In today's video, we will explore an insightful Islamic perspective on friendship. You might think that having few friends indicates a Muslim is very isolated or pious, but that's not necessarily the case. Instead, it often reflects a deliberate choice to prioritize quality over quantity, seeking companions who bring us closer to Allah and help us grow spiritually. Stay tuned as we dive deep into what it truly means to have a few meaningful friendships in Islam and how these bonds shape our faith and character. Verse 1. The significance of friendship in Islam. In Islam, friendship extends beyond mere social interaction. It is a spiritual covenant shaping one's faith and character. The Quran and Hadith emphasize the profound impact of companionship on an individual's life. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "A person is likely to follow the faith of his friend. So look whom you befriend." This guidance underscores the importance of selecting friends who embody piety and righteousness. Friendship in Islam is a divine blessing that alleviates loneliness and offers solace. Friends are considered confidants, supporters during adversities, and cheerleaders in times of joy. They remind you of Allah, encourage good deeds, and dissuade from wrong. The Quran states friends on that day will be foes one to another except for the righteous, highlighting that only friendships grounded in God consciousness will endure. Choosing a friend in Islam is akin to choosing a path in life. A true friend accepts your shortcomings but inspires you to be better. They love and forgive for the sake of Allah, providing comfort and guidance. The companions of the Prophet are exemplars of such friendships, formed on the basis of faith and mutual striving towards righteousness. In essence, the lack of friends for a Muslim does not signify social failure, but can indicate a conscious choice to surround oneself with those who aid in spiritual upliftment. It is a deliberate decision to prioritize quality over quantity, ensuring that one's environment is conducive to maintaining a strong connection with Allah. Thus, the Islamic perspective on friendship is not about accumulating many acquaintances, but about fostering deep, meaningful relationships that lead to mutual growth and a stronger faith. 2. Prophetic guidance. The Hadith, "A person is likely to follow the faith of his friend. So look whom you befriend," reported by Abu Dawud and Tirmidhi, serves as a cornerstone in Islamic teachings on companionship. This prophetic guidance underscores the profound influence friends can have on an individual's religious and moral compass. In Islam, friends are more than mere social acquaintances. They are partners on the journey towards spiritual fulfillment and moral rectitude. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, likened a good companion to a seller of musk, who either gifts you with fragrance, sells it to you, or at least leaves you with a pleasant scent. Conversely, a bad companion is compared to a blacksmith's bellows, which may burn your clothes or leave you with an unpleasant smell. This metaphor beautifully encapsulates the essence of friendship in Islam. A good friend enriches your life with virtue and wisdom, while a bad one can taint it with vice and folly. Choosing friends in Islam is therefore a deliberate act of aligning oneself with individuals who embody piety, knowledge, and good manners. Such friends are expected to encourage one another towards good deeds, remind each other of Allah, and support each other through life's trials. They protect their friends' honor and interests in their absence as if they were their own. The qualities of a good friend in Islam are summarized in another hadith. Your best friend is the one who, seeing him, reminds you of Allah, speaking to him increases your knowledge, and his actions remind you of the hereafter. In essence, prophetic guidance on friendship is not merely about socializing but about fostering relationships that are beneficial for one's deen, religion. It is about choosing companions who will share the joys and sorrows of this world and help in preparing for the life hereafter. The emphasis is on quality, depth, and spiritual alignment, rather than the number of friends one has. This guidance serves as a beacon for Muslims to carefully select their friends, ensuring that their relationships are a source of mutual growth, support, and a means to attain the pleasure of Allah. 3. Quality over quantity. In Islamic teachings, the emphasis on quality over quantity in friendships is a recurring theme. This principle is deeply rooted in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions. The early years of Islam saw the Prophet nurturing a small group of dedicated followers who were rich in faith and character, rather than amassing a large but superficial following. This approach is encapsulated in the saying, "A handful of gold is better than a bucket of silver," highlighting the value of quality in relationships over sheer numbers. The companions of the Prophet, despite being few in the initial years, were individuals of exceptional quality. Their commitment and sincerity laid the foundation for a community that would later grow and spread across the world. The Battle of Badr, where a small group of 313 Muslims triumphed over a much larger force, is often cited as a testament to the power of quality over quantity. It demonstrates that divine aid accompanies those who are steadfast and sincere in their faith. In the context of friendships, Islam encourages Muslims to seek companions who are virtuous, righteous, and who remind them of Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "Do not accompany except a believer, and do not let your food be eaten except by one who is pious," emphasizing the importance of being selective in one's friendships. A true friend in Islam is someone who supports you in times of hardship, rejoices with you in moments of happiness, and most importantly, helps you to remain on the path of righteousness. The Islamic perspective on friendship is not about having a large circle of acquaintances, but about having a few trustworthy and pious friends who can positively influence one's faith and character. These friendships are a source of comfort, guidance, and motivation to do good deeds. They provide support in this life and promise to be a source of eternal joy in the hereafter. Thus, for a Muslim, the value of friendships is measured not by their number, but by their impact on one's spiritual journey towards closeness to Allah. 4. Spiritual growth. Spiritual growth in Islam is not merely about accumulating knowledge, but about the transformation of the heart and soul. This journey is deeply intertwined with the relationships we foster, especially those rooted in faith and mutual striving for righteousness. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized, "A person follows his friend's religion, therefore let each one of you consider whom he makes his friend." Hadith, Abu Dawud and Tirmidhi. This hadith highlights the vital role of friendships that encourage spiritual growth and a life pleasing to Allah. Islam teaches that spiritual growth is achieved through practices such as regular prayer, fasting, charity, and the pursuit of knowledge. However, these practices are not solely individual obligations. They are often performed in the company of friends and family, who motivate us to maintain consistency and sincerity in worship. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The believer is a mirror to his brother." Hadith, Abu Dawud, illustrating how friends reflect our faith and help us identify and improve our shortcomings. The Quran also speaks about the influence of friends on our spiritual state. In Surah Al-Furqan, it is mentioned, "The day when the wrongdoer will bite on his hands and say, 'Oh, I wish I had taken with the messenger away. Oh, woe to me. I wish I had not taken that one as a friend.'" Quran 25:27-28. This verse underscores the importance of choosing companions who guide us towards the right path and away from wrongdoing. Look for friends who are sincere in their faith and committed to their spiritual growth. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "Do not accompany except a believer, and do not let your food be eaten except by the pious." Hadith, Tirmidhi. True friends inspire each other to perform acts of worship and good deeds. They remind one another of the significance of patience, perseverance, and reliance on Allah during times of hardship. Friends committed to spiritual growth provide a support system, helping each other stay steadfast in their faith. They are there to offer advice, encouragement, and a gentle reminder when one strays from the right path. 5. Evaluating friendships. In Islam, friendships are not just social connections, they are spiritual bonds that have the power to shape our faith and destiny. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A person is likely to follow the faith of his friend, so look whom you befriend." Hadith, Abu Dawud and Tirmidhi. This profound guidance emphasizes the necessity of carefully evaluating our friendships to ensure they align with our spiritual goals. Islam provides clear criteria for selecting friends who will positively influence our faith and character. The Quran and Hadith offer valuable insights into the qualities of a good friend. Friends should help each other in remembering Allah and adhering to His commandments. The Quran states friends on that day will be foes one to another except for the righteous. Quran 43:67. This verse highlights that only friendships based on piety and God consciousness will endure. True friends inspire positive behavior and discourage actions that go against Islamic teachings. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, likened a good companion to a seller of musk who leaves you with a pleasant scent, while a bad companion is compared to a blacksmith's bellows, which may burn your clothes or leave you with an unpleasant smell. Hadith, Bukhari and Muslim. A true friend offers support during hardships and celebrates each other's successes without envy. They protect each other's honor and interests. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best friend is the one who, seeing him, reminds you of Allah. Speaking to him increases your knowledge, and his actions remind you of the hereafter." Hadith, Bukhari. Friends should be honest in their advice, keeping each other's best interests at heart. They must also respect each other's boundaries and honor the trust placed in them. Evaluating friendships also involves recognizing when a relationship is detrimental to one's deen. Islam advises against befriending those who engage in sinful behavior, lie, or lead one away from the path of righteousness. The Quran warns, "And do not incline toward those who do wrong, lest you be touched by the fire." Quran 11:113. Instead, Muslims should seek companions who are virtuous, knowledgeable, and encourage each other towards good deeds. Conclusion. In conclusion, having few friends does not necessarily mean that a Muslim is isolated or socially unsuccessful. Instead, it often reflects a conscious choice to prioritize quality over quantity in relationships. Islam teaches us the profound importance of surrounding ourselves with companions who bring us closer to Allah and encourage us to grow spiritually. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the significance of choosing friends who embody piety and righteousness, as they can greatly influence our beliefs and actions. If you found today's discussion enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that enriches your understanding of Islam. Comment below with your thoughts on the importance of friendship and how it has impacted your life. Stay blessed and connected as we continue to explore the beautiful teachings of Islam together.